Hi everyone, this is Dominic Tobias for Dreaming Pixels. I'm just going to run you through the MinimalFolio setup. So what we have here is just a basic blank WordPress theme, nothing is added. I just literally installed it. You might have your own plugins and themes, don't worry, I'm just starting from the basic setup. So the first thing we want to do is, if you take a look inside your distribution package, you would have had something like this: documentation extras upload. First thing to do is actually put the theme in your WordPress installation under WP content themes, and let's just refresh. As you can see, the themes have appeared. These are the child themes and this one is the parent theme. Doesn't matter which one you activate, whatever you like the look of. I'm going to activate the default parent theme. Let's have a look at what's happened. Just refresh that. As you can see, it's looking pretty basic at the moment, but don't worry about that. Okay, the next thing to do is to create categories. Now there are three basic categories: blog, no parent; portfolio, no parent; and featured work. And I recommend you put featured work under portfolio. You'll see why later. It's for filtering. It's not essential, but I recommend you do it. And now I'm just going to add some more categories under portfolio for filtering again. You'll see what I mean later, don't worry about it. I'm just going to pretend that I'm a photographer, and let's put nature, people, urban, what else do I take pictures of? Still life. I'm a very well-rounded photographer. Okay, so that's the basic setup. Nothing has changed here. Now you might want to put your pages up. So front page and portfolio. Portfolio comes in two flavors. You'll see in a moment. First, let's create the front page. Let's create a page called home, and this is the important bit. Under template, drop down, choose front page, and we'll fill this in later. This is content. Publish. Let's add the two portfolios that we have. Portfolio small, and again here under template, choose portfolio small. Publish. You can leave this blank. Now in your own on your own site, you'll probably just choose one of these depending on the type of work that you do. I'll show you what I mean soon. Portfolio large. Okay. What next? We've got to, okay. Let's just refresh that. As you can see, we have a default menu here. It's not really desired. The new WordPress 3 menu is a lot better. You have a lot more choice. So let's just create a new menu. We'll just call it, doesn't matter what you call it, call it main menu. Create menu. Here's the important bit: primary navigation. Choose the menu and just create it. Click save. And now let's just add some. In fact, let's create an about me page as well. Add new, about me. Now for this one, we're going to leave the template to the default because it's just a normal page. To do, fill in later. Publish. Let's go back over to menus. Let's just add all of these. Now you'll see you can't see any blog here. That's because we haven't made any posts under the blog. So let's click view all, just add the blog, even though there's no posts. Let's just reorganize this. Now I'd like to create a drop down just to demonstrate. It's the same for any WordPress menu, but just in case you don't know. I'm going to add a portfolio small, but we'll just call this portfolio. Save. And then we'll put small and large under it, so people can choose which they want. Sorry. What are we doing? Sorry about this, guys. There we go. Save. Now let's have a look. Okay, looking good. So if I click portfolio, it should take me to the small one. Okay, good stuff. Now one other important thing is your home page. If you want this to appear when they just come to your site, as you can see it's not doing that now. This is the same for all WordPress sites. Go to Settings, Reading, select a static page. For the front page, choose your page, in this case Home, save changes, and now if we just go to the index, it will take us to the right home page. Okay, we're ready to start making posts now. Okay. Making a post in the portfolio or for the front page couldn't be any easier. Let's just go Add New, choose your image. In my case, I'm a photographer. I have some pictures here. I've taken a picture of some light bulbs. None of this work is mine, by the way. It has its own individual copyright, so don't use it. It's just for an example. One important thing, you can see the dimensions here, 1200 by 642. This is your best dimension. If you can crop your work or make your work this size, highly recommend it. It will make your work look the best it possibly can and different in the blog, on the front page, and so on. If your work is a bit too small for this and you don't want to stretch it, the next best size that you can do is this, 950 by 508. Let me just make sure I have that right. Yes, 950 by 508, width and height. But this is the best one that you can do. Okay, so all I've done is I've uploaded, and then the only other thing you have to do is click here, use as featured image. Close it. You see down here. Let's just give it a title, light bulb, and I've got some crappy text here. It's nothing. It's just Latin. And I'm going to put this under portfolio. I want it on the front page, so I take featured work, and it's still life, publish. I'm going to add a couple more before I show you what's happening. Excuse me. Use as featured image, close, just give it a name, put in some shit. We want it on the front page. It's a person. Publish. Let's just do one more. Maybe a couple more. Haystack. Use as featured image. Bundle of hay. Won't put that under featured work, so it just appears in the portfolio, but not the front page. Nature. Publish. Let's just do one more. Another person. Let's do another person. Let's choose this nice smiling girl here. Use this featured image. Smiling girl. Give it a title. Some text. You might not want to have text, that's fine, but if you have a large portfolio, I recommend it. I'll show you in a second. We'll have that on the front page. There's a person, publish, and let's just put one in the blog as well. This is a blog post. Here is the interesting catch line. Wow, that was spelt well. Put in a more. This creates a read more. Gotcha. Put that under blog. Publish. Okay, I'll put more posts in later so you can see what it looks like when it's full, because obviously it looks best when you have a bit more content than this, but this is just for the demonstration. Okay, so the next important thing to do, well, let's say important, this is up to you, but let's just put some widgets in. As you can see now, if we refresh, we have the slider working great, but we have no widgets. So let's put in some widgets. You can see all my custom widgets start with my, so these three. If we go to the first area, we want recent work. In the second widget footer area, we want recent in the blog. third, recent comments, and fourth, we'll put categories. Give it a title, categories. Save. Okay, let's just refresh that. Okay, as you can see, things are happening. Once this fills out, it will look a lot better, trust me. I'll show you a bit later what it looks like when it's all filled out, or you can check the demo, which I'm sure you have. But yeah, obviously everything will look better once you put more work into it. Okay, so if we go to portfolio small, you can see there's no content text, it's just the titles. This is perfect for someone who doesn't have too much to say about their work. You want your pictures to do all the speaking. And obviously you can filter. Okay, so now let's look at large. As you can see, this is why I put in the content. It's for the large portfolio is generally for someone who wants to say a little bit about their work. As you can see, there's some examples here. If you click on the magnifying glass, zooms in, this is read more, or this, same thing. And again, you can zoom in. Now, if you remember, I said that the best size for an image is 1200 by 642. That is this size here. I said the second best size for an image is 950 by 508. That is this size here. So if your image is too small for 1200, make it 950 by 508, which is this size, and it will look just great. If they click on it, it just won't zoom. That's all. Okay, so that about covers the basics. As you can see, we haven't put in much. And now I'm going to start filling it with a little bit more content. I won't go through all of that with you. I'll just show you it at the end.